to them young boys in the hood with big dreams of being superstars. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, but you gotta work super hard. To the older man who feels his life is over cause he wasted it standing on corners. One thing I learned about the streets, it's never too late for a come up. I was told before that I couldn't do it. I remember being told by my own peeps not to rap, and singing in my hood wasn't popular, but I got respect for it cause I was a beast. Facts. If you got a dream, you gotta stay committed, you can get it, but you gotta be a beast, you can't slack for a minute. Remember this, if you remember nothing else, you gotta be relentless.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and misery bots of all ages, back again, this time checking out the pro competition for MK1 2025. Now, I don't know who won. I don't know who made it to the finals. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. This joint's like 12 hours long, but I am probably going to watch about the last 2 hours or so. Just maybe like last top 6 or whatever, just to see how it goes down. Is this game still interesting to watch? Is this game even worth playing again? So, but also just to see this game being played at the highest level of competition. So yeah, let's get into the video. But before we do, if you like that intro music, definitely check out the Adrian Rockstar SoundCloud in the descriptions below. Let's get it.
Off the bat, we'll talk about those players later, but the other one that we have in winner's side lineup that we are going to get on stream right now is going to be Online Kale versus Young Monster. Can I tell you about the first time that I met Online Kale?
If you tell them about Kale, I'll tell them about Young Monster. How about that?
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna skip some of this and just get straight to the fighting.
On planet Earth.
So we have, I don't know these people. Young Monster
Prodigal Son
versus
here competing in Online Kale. Now,
Online Kale.
Player, yeah. Young Monster 12. I'm gonna
you
take
have
you back to the year
Sector versus Homelander.
We're time traveling night, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a good one. Young Monster 12 showing up out of nowhere.
It's so much chaos, dude. Do you even know like what's going on? I just see Sector just spamming a shit ton of projectiles, dude. That has to be annoying to go up against.
Battling and beating every top player in the game. Sonic Fox, Ninja Killer, every single one of them. Young Monster was consistently going back and forth with them and was one of the only players to do so at the time. To the point
you got the Sector, which looks like got the Marvado cameo. Homelander has the Ferrer cameo.
In this final qualifier, it was Sonic Fox versus Young Monster. In a Jackie mirror, Young Monster wins it 3-2, eliminating Sonic Fox from the entire thing. One of the craziest upsets in MKX history was by Young Monster. Has not competed a lot since that time, here and there in Injustice 2, here and there in MK11, but not, you know, super as active as he was, I feel like, in MKX. And all these years later, 9 years later, almost 10 years later, Young Monster 12 coming out of what feels like the woods after hitting the hyperbolic time chamber to show us that he is still one of the best Mortal Kombat players on planet Earth. It was the Ashra with a little bit of the Sector.
It's crazy, dude.
Now going with the Sector.
Like, this is type boring to watch because all they're doing is kind of like spamming projectiles.
Bunch of setup there from a couple storied players, and we're in. Young Monster.
Granted, I know it's like really high level.
It's a setup distance yet again. Yeah, always looking for jump right there on direction. Too high, actually. Farrah was too high up. And Young Monster is going to end up taking game number 1. Now, I looked up on StartGG, Young Monster's recent history. Has he been playing stuff secretly? And nothing that's on StartGG, actually. In fact, the last time that he entered anything was in July 2024, where he did enter a Coder event, and he got second. So, like, although he hasn't been entering very much.
Champions of the Realms, if you guys aren't familiar.
Champions of the Realms, yeah. If you just take that for representation of how well he can play, yeah, he hasn't been competing a lot, but when he competes, second place. Right, first place a couple weekends ago in this event.
That's what was so cool, is seeing almost everyone in the current generation not know who Young Monster was, and so everyone was like, who is this new player? During the NA West qualifier too, everyone's like, who is this new Ashra player? Meanwhile, all of us old guys are going, you guys are going to find out
pretty sick, actually,
real quick. What has always been, in my opinion, both him and his twin brother, because he's also a twin, David, one of the most powerful things you can have in competitive Mortal Kombat.
That's wild. My man shot a projectile out and homed in on himself to protect himself from the throw.
In MKX. In Injustice 2, they were the best with their perceived characters. Wonder Woman and Cheetah. Same thing in MK11. Absolute specialists to the core. and Young showing us how to play Ashra, some sector here, and even Revit. With one of the only few exciting Tanyas to watch early on as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Kale on the hunt right now.
What a
Walks into
chase.
active flames.
Chased too hard. Got too close. Oh, what a call! Oh my god. Can we talk about zoning and how sick zoning is? What a call out that was. Is he there in time with Sector? Yes. But that idea, you get the Oki from full screen, and you specifically, if you don't know, you gotta pilot where those Sector missiles go. It's not automatic. You gotta pilot where they go. He piloted it to exactly where Kale was gonna jump to, like a second in advance. Come on.
Got a mean shred on the rockets too with a tiger knee. Down about even right now. What a gap close from Young Monster on the cancel into the overhead. That's a low fake out coming in.
I just realized the Kung Lao player also has a sector. So when I thought that the sector homed in on herself, no, it's most likely the Kung Lao player shot the sector out homing missiles, and it just messed up his grab opportunity.
Whoa, we didn't finish it. Kale was looking for the rest of the string. And Young Monster again gets to set things up from distance. He gets to try to call things out. He was looking for jump. Kale, patient, maybe figuring things. Oh wow, he's looking for forward movement even. Dude, Young Monster's making the big reads on sector missiles.
Ooh, that was actually a really good grab.
Spending his double misses, cameo sector.
Kale tired of Young blocking finally through the throw combo. Not a lot of damage though. Mine gonna look to save. No, getting over it right in time is Kale.
Really good awareness.
We've seen a lot of people, not in this bracket, but some of the brackets throughout the day, a lot of people kind of overcommitting when people.
Ooh. Yo, Sector's mobility is that good? He's just able to like kind of fly right over Kung Lao.
To get in there. Dude, by the way, Kale's navigation around these, he's guessed right every time in his movement.
Because
yeah, their navigation is crazy.
Is he gonna die? Finally gets one right though. Sends it high.
The forbidden full.
Their movements is on point. I will say that their movements is definitely impressive.
Block on the overhead.
He tried it out. Oh, well, okay. Hello.
That's crazy. They spend so much time running away from each other or zoning each other that once they actually get close, they're so afraid to fucking press a button. They both were so afraid to press a button. They're just standing there right in front of each other, point blank range, not doing nothing.
Looking for mine. He's got to hang out. He does. A block was the intention. Nothing came. And here comes Kale. 15 years old. Overhead, yes. Young Monster, 3 bars gone. Finally, one of the misses hits. A lot of this is great navigation. You have a big chance to get in.
Now, for those who don't know, Kung Lao is actually a really good zoner in this game.
Dive kick in. Mr. Zender.
In fact, in most games, Kung Lao is a decent zoner. In this game, his zonings are really
I
good.
don't know what you do about that.
Like a Kung Lao player can play keep away very, very well in this game.
Again, great awareness. I am so engaged and impressed by the battle of the zoning placement and the navigation around that. Okay, granted.
Every time
I like zoning anyway, fine. But even on top of that, if you pay attention to where these missiles are going, where they're landing, all that stuff, those are reads that you're making in advance as the sector player. And Kale, almost that whole game, was right about where to be. Yes, a couple of times we did see the jump get hit by the anti-air, the air-to-air, I guess it was, missile into cool confirms. But a lot of that stuff was Kale navigating it really well. So, okay, having seen that, sector didn't work out. It's the Ashra, which was also a blast to watch during the qualifier. This is an active Ashra. If you've seen Ashras out there doing real forward twos or fireballs or whatever, fine. This man's gonna be on the move.
Get ready to see some dark stance usage. And I tell you, ever since that tournament 1 week ago, I've seen almost every other Ashra dark stancing more.
Now the Kung Lao's the one running away and zoning, because Kung Lao's zoning in this game is really good.
Mavado turning this character into an active launching lethal weapon tournament viable lethal killing machine.
She gets big damage under the right circumstances anyway, right? But what she needs Mavado for, I think, is...
I see what he's doing. He got the Ashra, and he's using her mobility to get past Kung Lao's zoning.
But you have to be worried. Yeah, these are the threats I'm talking about. But he cancels out of it. Yes,
that was a hit confirm.
Still results in 250 to 350. You have to take that seriously as a competitor.
And in general, armored launchers into about 250 to 300 are actually really good considering armored launcher scaling.
Yeah.
Sending with throws, if you're hitting for about 250 plus, maybe 210 plus, you're still hitting pretty good. off of the scaling. See what he can do about the rocket. That was Galaxy Brain for the string to do the movement for him to get around the sector rocket.
Maybe he was looking for the Movado even. Movado as a high. Oh, he got through finally. He committed on it. He had been threatening that so many times. Finally in, and he was right.
And one thing even I struggle to do when watching Young Monster play is to know if Young Monster, every time that he does some of those back forward twos, within seconds is looking to confirm what the opponent's doing to either fake out or not fake out. Jump, send it, fake out or not. And against zoning, it looks like he is actually reacting really well in some of these.
Yeah, I'll say. KO. Waiting there. Just kind of stuck. Chance on knockdown. No, he doesn't take it. Oftentimes, KO will play at this distance too. He's comfortable back there.
Oh yeah, loves throwing that air hat and just sending rockets all day. Uh-oh, gap is closed and here comes the purple goo. Extra damage if he activates the light stance. He's able to get some hits in on the specials, but
a lot of these competitors have a really good ability to like confirm their hits.
Purple vortex still around him though. Down to just 2. They will go away over time, so if you're looking at Cone now, it should go down to 1 purple thing in a second.
Oh, wow. It confirmed. Oh, he broke it.
KO gets to back off. Be a little bit more patient. Still, a life lead. Oh, catches? Not quite. No auto call. Just didn't expect it to hit.
Okay, there it goes. Game over. Oh, he dropped it?
Well, enough for the close, but is far away enough to keep that pseudo safe, and I'm not too sure what allows it from the distance as Young Monster claims the lead. 2-1. Oh, got him with the Underworld finisher.
Very interesting to bring forward too into that situation. He must have just been looking for the movement that is what happened. If that had whiffed, if Kale had decided to sit still and neutral duck, you know, you're whiff punished for sure. That's the end of the round, the end of the game. But great read to expect that the movement was there. I mentioned that Kale is 15 years old. You know, I asked a lot of players like, hey, give me like a quote.
Dang, the dude's only 15 years old. The boy young, but the boy doing his thing, man. 15 years old in Mortal Kombat competitive pro tour tournament. Yeah, nah, that's awesome. That's awesome for him.
It sure was, buddy. It was. I'm just more Sigma, and I mog everyone.
Oh, he went back to Homelander.
And then it was.
I'm gonna show my age.
From my understanding, Homelander's really good in this game as well too. His damage output is insane. I don't remember if he got nerfed or whatnot, but this mobility from the Otra is insane though.
I actually don't know what is mogging because.
It's you're like outclassing somebody. It's like you're like better at whatever.
Okay, that's a lot safer than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude, but I had to Google as well. I'm just telling you, I just say that only to say he is 15 years old out here competing like this.
That Ostra's mobility is insane.
Kill, if you guys don't know Online Kill, an absolute character.
I don't know if he has anything to I don't think he can do anything about these young monsters, Astra. This young monster's Astra is just dancing on the boy.
I don't know anymore.
Take it up with CBS News.
But we're at a scrap right now as Young Monster is staring at a match point as Kale makes a switch to the Milkman, who has gotten him absolute mileage competitively. And on the screen.
Damage. That's why he switched him. That damage is insane. He knows, like, if he is able to get a hit, he's going to be able to do big damage. But the fact that her mobility is insane, like, he can't even get the hit in. Like, that's insane.
Loading up the pips.
There it is.
Looking to capitalize.
Oh, he broke.
No, he breaks. Thinking he can still take this one. And there's a big threat with her going up into the sky there and maybe completing it.
Oh, one more hit. Oh, it's over. The comeback for the win.
Nearly impossible to break because of the double side switch that occurred within seconds right there. Unbelievable. Young Monster.
Wow.
With an
GG's.
out of nowhere.
That was street.
So where we at? Winners. We're basically watching the top 8 for the most part. We're basically watching top 8.
Forward.
Who's up next?
A decade plus later, Sonic still dominating Mortal Kombat competitively. The Fox is never not on the hunt.
Sonic Fox versus a dude named Hourglass of
Now,
Rain.
allow on the other side.
If you think of a name like that, his main character would be Rain.
Trying to jump away from the goop, stay away.
Bear with me one moment.
Ooh, you love the little fake outs of the stance switch.
Revving the engine.
Okay. In. Here we got a chance to start things off. Yeah. Corner pressure. Trying to fake things out a little bit. Looking for the confirm. Here's the confirm. Yes. Single hit pretty easy on that one. Fox is in.
Take away all of Hourglass's resources. Got a drop there though, but hey.
Man, that was definitely something.
Was it or was it a happy little
something.
accident?
You know, sometimes that's how it is. You're fighting games. Oh, yo! Okay,
Ooh.
so punish on the screen. You love that. And some more
Someone's been in the
setups.
lab. Hourglass representing Oni. They've been on a really good tear recently.
Fox off the bar. And I don't think that's it. Yeah, here it is. Fox, I got on looking for something. Whatever it was, Hourglass had not committed. Instant air ball, by the way. I'm still thinking about that as a solution to bomb on the ground.
And Kung Lao Hat definitely doing a really good job of keeping Cyrix in check just a little bit here on the screen. You know, even full screen, Melina can throw that out. And
So,
behind
I
him,
mean,
teleport
so
immediately.
far we've only watched 2 fights, and in a high level, zoning seems to be a really big thing here.
As a way to force your game plan against Cyrax.
Really happy to see the Cyrex bring out Serena in that situation to just build meter. I feel like I very rarely see Serena used in that way in neutral, but you can just like sit there and build bar. Which Fox is doing. So on 3, as a result, had this 2 bar for the setup here.
It's ridiculous.
Oh no.
This is ridiculous, dude. Yo, this is wild. I ain't gonna lie.
And draining their opponent's bank
Like,
account.
he got him in a vortex,
That's what a
basically.
casino does.
He got him in like a vortex.
What a round.
He's doing good damage, and then he's making them guess
Sonic right now.
when on wake up.
Take him to the corner.
He's basically playing MKX. I know Sonic Fox is loving this joint right now.
Blocking her down, forcing mix.
Dude, Ninja Killer might be loving this joint too, man. Especially if you're able to do this type of gameplay.
Fox mentality.
Look at this. Look at the damage. Good damage. And then he sets him up, and now he's making them guess on wake up.
Just how good Sonic is
Uh-huh.
at getting
He-
in on their opponent. I've almost at times just
Now he has to guess on wake up.
Look at the damage here because of that tech. Very little damage. Super
Making
key
them
comes
guess
in,
on wake
so
up.
that you're aware. It's only back 1, by the way.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Not regular grabs.
Dude, that's really difficult to deal with.
So Hourglass survives. Gets to try to start pressure again. Not there.
Oh, shit. That was actually really good.
Ah, that's it.
That was a good pickup.
Hourglass, maybe break.
Oh, he
okay.
broke it. This has got to be very frustrating and annoying to deal with, dude.
Slow
I
approach here. Plenty of
something right there.
time. Not a lot of time, but plenty of time. Okay, with not a lot of time on the clock, you might as well come in. Yes, frame trap.
Oh, right. She did get another a buff.
Setup though. What a block! Fuck!
He should have went for the kill. He went for the setup on wake up, but he should have went for the kill.
And it's barely
He
enough
should have
of a
went for the
block.
kill.
What an end to that game right there. Hourglass doing exactly what he needed to do. Fox doing exactly what they needed to do.
That went down to 3 seconds too. He it looks like he cut his combo a little short
Surviving.
to go for the
Like
setup,
I said, from last
but
week,
he should
online
have. He
West
probably
Coast
should have went for
Fire,
the kill.
It was a much different.
Probably should have did a combo that would have went for a little bit more damage. 'Cause that's all he needed was a little bit more damage.
Of course, winning the last offline of the pro competition there at Texas Showdown, which where Hourglass was there as well. It's a little bit of a sad story because it's eerily similar to Final Combat, where Hourglass was playing for top 8 at Texas Showdown and unfortunately had to DQ from that situation due to reasons, but was unable to play for it, but put himself in a position to play for it, and definitely could have been facing Fox there at Texas Showdown to get a run back. But Hourglass also getting some pro comp points because of that, and is looking real good.
Yeah, even though that was a game by Fox, about as close as it could possibly be.
Look at the damage. Into setup on wake up. Now he has to guess.
Gotta guess right.
Yeah, he guessed wrong. They even said it. He got to guess right.
Here in the corner.
Guess wrong.
Here we go.
Under the
And then it leads to another damage and setup. Now he has to guess again on wake up.
Guessing games and horror. Lions,
That is
tigers,
for
and oh
sure.
my.
Yup. Still stuck. No bombs, by the way. This is just excellent corner pressure. And a grab. It's all mounting up. Hourglass.
Now you can just zone him out.
Gotta make this
Yeah, you
happen.
can just zone him out at this point.
Just putting up safety bombs up close so that Hourglass does not get close. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Found.
set up. Oh!
Dude.
Wake up, down.
That down two hit from far as
I've
hell.
never seen one.
That down two hit from really far.
Sonic tried to take his chin off. Him on the
Okay.
punish of the empty jump there.
And not only, like, you also got to see what else Sonic Fox is doing. He's pulling out this arena to take away his bar so that he can't break.
Is it grab?
Like, this strategy is insane. And then he gets wrong.
Oh man, I'm so
It's
happy
wrong.
to see that this is happening. Yeah, look at the damage. Look at that red up there. Very little. Extremely important to have that. Not easy, I understand, but extremely important to do if you're gonna survive. Okay.
Sonic built that breaker to force to spend on the great defensive option there on that string. You have to show your opponent if they're playing Cyrax so you can uplock that string. Otherwise, they're going to be getting away with a lot of safe murder on you. And building more meter is Sonic.
I ain't gonna lie, the strategy Sonic Fox has is crazy. It's a really great strategy. And something that I can see being very difficult to deal with.
To force the opponent forward without actually like throwing stuff onto the screen.
That's like a lot of time and research
Of the threat that the two bars give Cyrax, you really don't want that.
in order to pair the perfect cameo with this particular character. And something that's going to be able to play into your strategy flawlessly like this.
And will fall onto the hat, and that is what we punish it with 10 seconds remaining. Nothing to save Sonic.
Right, go for the kill. Might as well. This might kill. This actually might kill.
What do we got? We gotta see. We gotta mash it out, folks. I think this is gonna.
Yeah,
be
it's gonna kill.
They've both matched perfectly. No Sonic.
Oh no, Sonic!
Hourglass right there.
Wow, that scaling is insane. Good projectile.
Fox did wake up bomb? Is that what it was?
Bob. Wake up, Goop. Wake up,
Goop?
Green.
Why would he try to wake up bomb like that?
Ooh, great absorption.
What a call.
From out there.
All right. Well, it all seemed like
That's
it was
crazy.
about
The-
to
the
be
scaling
set.
on that
That's
fatal
the
blow was
game.
insane.
What a reversal of fortune. Life lead in round 3. Stealing a turn here and there. Yeah, navigating the bombs well, navigating the goop well, not making this easy for
I
Fox
see.
to start things off. And Fox already has 3 bars a meter, so no reason to build anything with Serena.
Ooh, no tech there, and definitely forcing the break here. Now might be playing a platformer. No Sonic. Going from full screen to in 0.1 seconds to force a mix behind a bomb,
And she has
set up
no
again.
meter
Casino time.
thanks to this arena.
Bets.
Okay.
Guess this basically guess the game at this point. Like he's gonna be guessing the rest of the game.
It's very close. No, okay, barely.
Oh, he
Fox
messed
has it,
up.
But that really shows you how important that is.
Love the setup in that second bomb right there at a distance. That was off
Yeah, he
screen,
threw it.
just a raw
He
grab.
threw it behind him off screen and then try to like push him into it.
Death right into
Which
the
he
eye,
did,
it feels
too,
like.
because the
Luckily,
dude
those
just blocked it.
bars to back them up on
Yeah, the dude ended up
on
guessing
the
for game like the
aggression.
rest of the
Lead
rest of
for Fox
the
again,
fight.
looking for the vengeance.
Oh, that's messed up.
Okay, I
That's messed up.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, this is a game
Oh,
that
the
ends.
explosion.
Oh, wow. All right.
It wasn't over.
No. Well, it's all over now. Not in the set though, because only 2-0, and even within each individual game, it's been super close. There have been moments when both of them seem like they're very much in control. Right? There have been moments, especially in that game, where I felt like it was.
I have to give it to Hourglass. Dealing with that strategy, he's doing very well. Dealing with a strategy that insane, dude.
So yes, down 0-2, but each game has been so close that this is still very much within reach.
Very. Wonder if we're gonna see a cameo select because Hourglass does have a few. I know he's been messing with the Tremor, has always had the Chameleon, but keeps it classy. This has been his kind of day one team, and it's the team that he used to defeat Sonic in last year's qualifiers. And it's of that mentality. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Very possible here for Hourglass.
We're losing the first hit.
Now, my thing is, if I'm not mistaken, Melina has teleports, right? Like, I don't play this game very much, but I think even in this game, not Serena, Melina has teleports. But I haven't really seen the Melina player, Hourglass of Rain, really do any teleports. I wonder why.
And bombs very quickly. Hourglass trying to be a bit of a pain on the other side for Sonic. You have Patient.
Sonic's getting frisky with these EX nets.
That's too close! And Hourglass instantly recognized it. The damage, the Oki here, the pressure. Low this time, it's been overhead each time.
Another savage down two coming from Sonic. I think those are just statement down twos. I think the aggression, even swings where they're in slight negative or neutral situations. Sonic was pretty aggressive there towards the end. I think just trying to get into Hourglass's head, maybe end this match how Sonic wants to end it. And Hourglass gonna have to force Sonic their game. That's what we got here in the corner. Lockdown behind Blau Hat. Decent damage there. Can't let go. And cannot lose that meter.
Yo, okay, no 3 bars.
First time we saw that teleport actually punished.
Got it. But Sonic Fox didn't confirm. Actually did use teleport instead.
He's playing very well against Sonic Fox right now. Sonic Fox can't get going at all.
Okay, Sonic's is
That
alive, but
wake up puts you that far, like it has that much pushback on wake up.
No.
They're gonna need a
That armored on wake up, dude, that's insane, dog. Like that, in that, yo, Sector seems really strong in this game.
3 bars gone.
Cause that wake up, oh my god, it's over. It's gets for game, bro. You might be able to combo into death.
It's down to 1.
Fatal blow.
Because of Rain's life.
Oh, oh, it's over.
Again!
Oh,
No?
oh.
Fox.
Okay,
Popping
okay.
around. And Hourglass, the consistent.
Nah, but that's it. That armor wake up Cyrex has is insane, dude. Like, not only, dude, it can hit them really far, and it basically can corner carry. Like, it has insane corner carry.
Right read for Hourglass to let go of block, just kind of chill down there, and then down 1, getting the check and punish.
Was that regular grab when a bomb exploded? I guess that must have been because Fox didn't get the combo afterwards. So it's
Yeah,
interesting
that's
to go
what
for the
was.
to go for the grab mix up there, having seen Tech on the back one a bunch at this point.
Fox actually was wondering why they got launched as well, and I saw it happen too, and I was like, usually there's a combo there, and maybe there's just a regular throw that happened.
Well, I don't know if they were wondering about that. Maybe it was back one. Gotta go back and look later.
Very, very unfortunate though. Look to be the step that we've seen over and over again, right? With the grab, back in the bomb. Lost Hourglass, giving life. Hey,
Good whip punish.
Sonic's gonna give an inch. You take a mile. Sometimes take 2 if you can.
Now, just giving y'all the heads up, though, like, Sonic Fox is doing this thing with these combos. Those combos are not the easiest combos to do, especially at a level like this.
Cancel it into Gambit.
Like, it's really easy to drop these combos. Oh, just like we just seen right there. Sonic Fox, one of the best players in the game, just dropped one of the Cyrex combos.
That was not the right one for it.
Just literally just proved my point in real time. Literally proved my point in real time. Like, Sonic Fox is for the most part making these combos look easy and stuff, and these setups look easy. But the timing on these setups are relatively tight. They're relatively tight. So like it's really easy to drop these combos.
Hourglass, it is time, my friend. Been successful decently here.
It's definitely about timing and about precision too, because you gotta make sure you're planting those bombs in the exact area that you need them to be at.
Gets roundhouse.
And right there, like if you get your timing wrong, like they just fall out of it.
Bomb. Oh, that was probably supposed to have been airball. Maybe it would have worked.
No drop this time
It's
around.
over.
Might be
He
close
could
to a
kill.
raw damage. Yes. Optimal combo there. Fox, you can see there when you get that hit, you can throw the bombs down, cash out in damage, or do what they have been doing, go for the set of behind bombs on the ground.
She does have a teleport.
Teleport on one who's
I
Hourglass.
wonder why he isn't doing it more often. Probably because of how risky the teleport is.
Backing off, looking for Serena. Again, really like that Sonic is using that to take up space. You know, there's no easy moments here for anybody, no matter where you are on screen. Denying the grab now. So a lot of little adaptations here throughout this set. You trying to press on that if you're Fox? Wow. You really had the big read.
Both of them, really. From Hourglass as well, with the mission that the up block was going to be there. Oh, no.
Yeah, not going to get the 3 bars.
Was so close to it.
That's insane. Like, he literally prevents you from breaking with that. Oh, he dropped it.
Okay.
He dropped it.
3 bars gone for Fox, just like that. 2 big drops.
Like I said, it's all about timing and correct placements of those bombs. If any of those is off by just a little bit, you drop your combo.
It up. No meter for Fox. Stuck, but no drop by Hourglass too. What's going on, folks?
An absolute heartbreaker of a drop. It will be down to 1 guess now. Luckily, there's no 2 bars for Sonic in order to get the drain out of the meter.
Really? He just stood there.
Hourglass 2 bars to his name still. Here comes the hat for some pressure. Sonic's backing off. 10 seconds on the clock. Hourglass coming in like a...
Put him in a position to make a mistake. Good strategy. Good strategy. Sonic Fox just backed up, which is a good strategy in that situation because he had the life lead. So you just back up and put your opponent in a position to do something dangerous and risky.
Well played by both. Yeah, you got to really
that was well
look at
played.
some of those individual moments. The drops that we saw from both players. The good. Yes.
Now,
don't get me wrong.
Really...
Take game 1.
Oh, dang. Who won that? I'm assuming it was Rewind. Yeah, Rewind just won that.
Really powerful stuff. Rewind challenging well, getting the hit confirms that he needed well.
Must have ended that joint real quick.
Around the screen with the Astra stuff that we've seen be really effective during the qualification here as well in earlier round. He shut it down.
He really did.
To the degree that I wouldn't be surprised to see if we maybe switch character here. We'll see what the choice is on Young Monster's side. Back to it? Okay.
No change. Just a change of outfit. Going with the Valkyrie outfit, which you never know if a swap of an outfit is just going to give you a little bit more of a boost, you know, mentally. A little reset. He finds himself in a hole here. The Rewind, who was close to being in last year, but you know, it was one of the first times where he didn't have a dominating season competitively in comparison to the year prior and then the Injustice Pro Series before that.
Yeah, he kind of didn't travel as much as he did sometimes in the past as well. He did get second at CDO last year.
Ooh, Jesus.
He got 5th in this thing last year, online regional finals for the West. Ooh, didn't let it go though. Didn't let it go.
That one.
Yep.
Nice last second phase to get underneath the bound of Vermax as well. Out of there, in there, out of there again. The chase down's complete.
Yeah,
watch them dance and go, all right, there you are, I'm coming.
Look at that damage.
Hoping a spacing trap, nothing like that. Got him. Janet seals the deal.
And this team since day 1 has had utter synergy amongst them. Janet converting off of nearly everything that Ermac can put out on the screen. Look at him charging up his meter like a battery with those cancels full screen. That's what cancel characters can do.
Yeah, very effective. I mean, Astra's doing some of that herself.
Big time.
Look at the cancels is insane, dude. Like, when do you throw out an attack?
Gets one whiff of that first string, and Young Monster can convert off quite a lot himself right there. Even just shot their neutral jump kick.
No catch. Oh, and not there either for Rewind.
Good armor.
In there. Wow, okay, Rewind takes the turn. Grab with Janet, he gets to teleport in. What a call! He knew exactly what was
that was a
going
good
on.
read.
Young Monster just trying to spend the bar to get out of there, and Rewind got him big time for 339 into pressure. When do you press the button? If you're Young Monster.
This movement is insane, and these cancels. Okay. Okay.
Too far? I don't know, but
I see you, MK1. I see you. MK1, top level MK1. Insane.
20 Young.
Insane. Like the amount of strategy you need.
Spends one to fake out.
Yes. Even chip is big deal here.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, good read.
Wow.
Because Young went for 3
Good
rather
read.
than, I think a more damaging normal could have done it. It's pretty close. Most single hitting normals don't do that much, but gosh, what could have been right
It's
there.
like literally for the win. So like, why not? Why not spend it?
Either just watching these phases kind of happen and then just going, you know what? Let me do a big bet real quick and do one of
It
these.
was a big bet, and it was a great read.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Boom.
No, I mean, I love how he's dealing with this matchup. I mean, we've talked about it in game number 1, how he's done a great job at challenging at the end of the teleport, when she's holding on to it, when she's deciding to teleport. He did a really good job at that stuff. And his pressure's been great. It's not like some of Asha's stuff is real plus frames when she's in hell, but for Ermac, what he's looking for more is like spacing traps. Like you don't want to press your button and he's accidentally done cancel backdashing to back 2, something like that. It can be really deadly.
I feel like this is the most that Young Monster's ever been challenged in his own movement. Ooh, in this series so far, and that right above the ground phase and conversion is so nasty. It hits mid from that height too, so it catches people throwing pokes. Everything in between, putting on the purple. He hasn't gotten some of the eruptions of the combo, but there's one as I speak. It into existence, gets the double hit, and every time that light hits a purple stance that is on the enemy, extra damage occurs, and that's why 500 nuclear explosive damage.
She deleted half that man's health, yo.
Rewind.
Waiting for it.
Got the bar. If you don't know what this move does, by the way, when he turns green, if he gets hit, he loses meter, not health. Punish. Again, that's something that, you know, some characters struggle at really making a big damage punish happen at range like that, but not a problem for Ermac right there. Not the farthest buttons in the game, but he's got some good ones.
He's got that, I think it was his back too, that's got some great distance. Just to hide that one right there. That
Right there.
over
That's
here.
the guy.
That's that soul sucker. He's about to get his soul sucked. Checking him with the purple. That projectile is actually really strong. Can also convert into the Movado from nearly full screen. I think that it converts into the forward 2. Purple haze. Same 2. What's for Ermac gonna do? Besides swiper in the air, the fly swatter. There's another one of those instances of just him kind of challenging with the active frames in front of him and catching a stray.
Rewind, taking it. Not a lot, 223. And the tech, man's defense is incredible. Backs off. All right, you know, Rewind's got to chase a little bit, but not a big life lead here.
Ooh, okay.
Janet. He'll get to get in if he wants. Again, he reads it
Ooh,
right.
that was a good read.
Again, Rewind. On his defense, yes, check. On his offense, reading
Look
your
at
defense,
the damage.
everything firing on all cylinders right now. Monster just trying to get away, set things up, go back to what had worked so well for him in the qualifier.
Ooh, good confirm.
Yeah,
Good break.
Look at the switch right there to go from backdash right to the forward dash. And the swing of a button, the overhead hitting in front, behind, but he phased through at the end of what mind games exist right there, and back into the mix. Young Monster just turned his aggression up to 11. The dial only goes to 12, but he had enough strength to get it across the line a little bit more.
I wonder if he was going for brutality there and just dropped his brutality.
Over yet.
That makes a lot of sense as an adaptation right there. The stuff that he has been working for him really well, the teleporter, not that threat, it's been neutralized really well by Rewind. But she does have other stuff that is like more what you tended to see a lot of Ostras do, or especially earlier in the game's life. So that's effective. That's not bad. And he went into it there and he was right with it.
And if you think about it, Young may not have to go in much at all in this match if he really wants to. I think he can just zone out in purple all day long, and there's not much Ermac can truly do about it from full screen. That's one of the susceptibilities of the character right there, and so maybe playing to get a little bit more reserved and on the back end of things might be what's really getting him in this match again. Notice in the last one, we definitely saw a little bit more of the purple zoning here, a lot of jump backs, and then just look for the reactions with the phases that have been so effective. But there, you see, closing the gap without any success leads to this. Rewind. When he's in swing range, he is so comfortable.
Saw meter those two.
Wow, good guess.
Okay.
And that's a nice universal answer to try to call out the wake up of phases right there. Jump back meter where she is again. a lot of reads you have to have against Ashra in these moments. Pressure, throw this time, and it's a mean 140. Boom! And match point for Rewind.
It's really sick to pair that throw, which is so difficult to tech on reaction, with Janet for the biggest damage grab in the game that you don't spend bar on doing. Yes? Okay, right. Mavado's what makes that dangerous. That's where the fear comes in from. Not a punish, actually. It was Young Monster trying to do something. It's a counter hit. Rewind. The splits.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no. When keeping
Dude, damn near 50%. Oh my, 50%. He deleted more than half her health into a reset. Ooh, that was crazy. That was crazy. My man, you know how difficult that combo he did? That was not an easy combo that dude did. Deleted 50% of her health, bro. Yeah, he was about to kill her. Like, if she didn't break that, she was gonna die. Rewind was about to slay her, bro.
Final setup to end this match. We're going the distance even more.
It feels so good to be able to win a round like that. Obviously, he needs to win it, no? But to be able to win a round where you got like that, where like the opponent did the sickest stuff and you still win, okay, all right, you can build on that.
Oh.
Off to a great start. Around Breakless right there, getting away with 1-2 there in recovery.
Yeah, Young Monster definitely switched up his strategy.
Punish. There or not. Sometimes get the block if he switches the block to high. But it seems like there's less recovery. It's whiffed. No Janet. Pressure going.
Challenge. Looking for that on block. And it is punish. This time, yes. To the other side, setting it up with Janet.
Is he gonna go for the 50% damage again? Look at the damage already.
Damage, maybe.
Yes, he is. He's cashing out on the big damage.
Mounting.
It's reset again.
Oh, for the again, bro. The dude deleted 50% of his health and then went for the 50-50 mix-up, the vortex on wake. Yo, that's wild, bro. The 50-50 mix-up on wake up, bro. Man, that was wild, bro. Like, Rewind's a crazy dude, man. And the fact that he's able to hit that combo with such consistency, my guy. My guy. That's not an easy combo to do. That is not an easy combo to do.
We just learned that what we already knew about the team and the cash outs. Like, okay, so yeah, you get hit sometimes. She's gonna do 500 to 600.
And at each of those, like he.
I see NetherRealm talking in the chat. That's Ed Boon, by the way, guys. I don't know if you know, but that. Your thoughts on the game?
But if he has it,
Young Monster Retro. Losers qualifier finals.
Punished for it. Wow, it felt like Retro put a good effective frame there to beat him. Maybe a little too slow on the back too. But cashing out, drops it, gets the slide look for the pickup of the plus frames that weren't there and still got the overhead afterwards anyway. Young Monster, just a flurry of things coming at Retro there in the corner. Up one,
hey, he's in
the corner position as well.
You can tell Young Monster's really trying to pay attention. If he does that and he sees some commitment from Katana, like a fan or like some whatever jump, something like that, then he lets it rip. But that's the intention anyway. But he puts that out, and if he sees nothing, then he cancels it. Very aware again. So constantly threatening from literal full screen.
And there's not much that's given Retro to really think about when doing that instant air projectile. Even thinking back to the qualifiers, just getting away with it every time they're full screen. Young having an answer to meet there with the end of the phase through. There's a big cash out. Sends the bomb. Overneath it is Young.
Man, seeing somebody travel overneath like that, I never get tired of it. This is the only thing I've ever seen somebody go overneath it. It's an NRS game, and when you're commentating over it.
That's right. It's
the only time I've ever seen it.
It's quite a unique interaction that exists. Mortal Kombat and only on commentary specific. Overneath. It makes sense. If you can go underneath something, you can go overneath something, David.
You know what? Why not?
Why is it not Arkansas?
I actually do know the answer to that, but I can tell you later. Monster.
Purple's on.
Again, yeah. Okay, starting to get fast.
Going for
What
the
a
toes,
jump
too.
timing.
And Retro in the corner is real scary, but I mean, Ashra is hard to contain. That moving armored unit that she is. Hard to stop.
Purple Ashra. Going with the low. Oh, jeez. That's what he wants to avoid most of all. When he finds the hit, you notice usually it's like 250. When she finds the hit, when Katana finds the hit, it's definitely more.
Ooh, I wonder if he phased through there and actually let it rip. Tremor would have absorbed the hit. Look at this, what Retro trying to do.
The low!
Sets up the sneaky low. That was a snake in the boot if I've ever seen one. Wow. Visual trickery at its finest right there. And the ultimate distraction. I'm gonna say it. You know, watching Katana just kind of whiff the booty over your head and then just Tremor get you from below from behind it's a messed up setup, David. It's a messed up setup.
That's the kind of setup I like, man. That's exactly what I'm going for.
I'm gonna be distracted and look up. That's all you know. Tremor's getting it.
I hear you. Yeah. No, that's the kind of setup I like. This is a versus game, folks. Like, you get to do wild stuff in games like this. Let's party.
In a party we are in right now. An absolute scrap here on the loser side of the bracket. Retro up.
Young strength, a really good defense of not overcommitting. And then when he does the big thing we were talking about, making sure that he has Trevor for safety and for mix-up. Right, again, the Young Monster continuously looking to try to confirm whether Retro's done anything. Launcher. Oh, pick it up. No, not quite.
Yep, as a anti-air, keep the spot versus the correct.
Neutral low. Oh, okay, that was so cool.
Very unique to find something that can convert off that third hit from a distance. Not other characters can kind of consistently do that. And Retro having himself a sequence right now. Back to the corner, so aggressive with the reversals. Checks and balances against those dashes, and they are successful. Retro looking strong.
Extremely ready. Forward. You know, he'd already called Tremor. Yeah. Tremor was not there. So you gotta be fast about reacting to that sort of stuff.
Fast. He threw the EX about jump distance and wasn't ready for it.
So with Tremor on Crystalline and full meter back, he can play a big and mix up again now if he wants. He can force the issue if he wants. He's got a likely dose, maybe no need.
This is the classic Tremor to be in, which is crystalline, which means you can switch into the aftershock. You have your pound. You also have your rock uppercut to be either safe, to be plus, and launch. Real strong stuff.
And
There it is. Ooh, not so safe up close. How much damage is going to do to set up instead?
Okay, that was a stick confirm. I feel like he squeezed everything he could have gotten out of that moment. That was nice.
One light projectile, and that might be it. One light special. Hits that purple, and we're going to see an explosion like we've never seen. Oh, no, catching the move.
Oh, that's gonna kill.
We're not going to see anything. It's a 2-0 lead for Retro, chasing down Young Monster. Team trying to jump back right there. And that's the Katana special, that back two of hers, that lunge forward with her fan. So good at catching back movement, and has since day number one.
I
That's
really
one thing
like
that the
the
Princess
back and
has
forth.
is an advancing mid.
That is for sure, yeah. I really like his movement in general. I've been impressed with that so far. He's rarely anyway overcommitted from range, throwing fans and stuff like that. That's what Young Monster wants him to do. Young Monster wants him to overcommit from full screen, and that's happened, but rarely. In general, it's been really good that he's been moving forward or moving back and then forward, so in a way so that the way that Young Monster's playing is very dependent on knowing where the opponent's going to be, and Retro's done a good job at not being there critically. Although here it is.
Ooh, interesting, Tremor did not take the hit right there. Instead, they both did. Oh, Young playing so hard to guess on when he's going to cancel, when he's going to poke, and what he's going to do, after the cancel the phase, because he's been doing really good jobs of conditioning people to press, and then he'll do a phase, slight walk back, that classic slight walk back, and then whip punish. Whew.
Oh, nice. That did proc it. Notice that extra little damage. She would have killed anyway, but extra little damage from the purple guy floating around. Catch. It's been effective a couple of times too.
Feel the space on the screen right there from Retro, and knowing when Young Monster wanted to get aerial or get some space away from him. Pulls up for the punish. No.
Check by Retro. I'm gonna try to play mix up here. Successfully. Just hoping that Retro overcommits in those situations. It can rarely happen. It's just a slow approach.
And as Young is doing this, everyone, look down in the bottom right of your screen, and Young's built 3/4 of that bar of meter, doing what he's doing right now, just whipping these build meter, Energizer Bunny. Has a full Movado too. If you let one rip and see that it gets blocked, you throw the mine or something, try to be safe.
Oh yeah.
Cancel, get crazy.
Oh yeah.
Hit confirm because Movado's there, baby.
And threatening the same thing. Go in at any time. Is this a whiff? No. Oh, huge moment. How many? Okay, 340.
Into plus frames.
Best situation that Young Monster has had so far. Closest. Yes. Didn't spend EX on it. Gonna be all right though.
Young on the board right there. Love that pressure. Throw the low mix. Even if it wasn't successful, had the Movado come in for the plus frames. Leave up to +6 on that Movado pullback. Definitely got some pressure afterwards. Force another situation. Could have been a stagger. Could have gotten crazy with some specials, but still alive in this one. Not over. Young in his battle of character specialists. So far, so good.
Yeah, definitely looking really strong. It's been a lot of fun to watch that Ashra moving around the screen in this way. Seems like it's a really fun character to play, like really fun team to play.
That's what it definitely feels like. Just watching him do what he does makes me want to try to do it. Just in the freedom of expression you have in those cancels and mobility on the screen. Who doesn't want that?
No, I really agree. I have not been interested in this character personally until seeing Ashra players move around in this way. Great little anti-air.
And then the buff where they can stance switch in the middle of what they do, like he just did there. That add multitude of layers that's really in the hands of the beholder, you, the controller of the character.
Steals a turn. Young Monster successfully into the corner even. All the way through. Uh-oh, way too far. But really good awareness by Retro to make that happen. Stabs in. And even without meter available, it's still 285. Trying to start the party, yes.
Challenges successfully. These Retros has some good, should I say a high percentage of blocking that overhead, barely missing the Tremor there on the land.
Well, that means Tremor's not going to be available as the ambush call for a while.
And there's a Fadeable available, and it is one of the most devastatingly hitting ones in the game. Will not need it. We'll find the stray hit.
Young Monster 1 round away from tying it up.
In a really similar state of a full screen war and a big whiff from Retro.
I would get it. Come on.
All the conditioning that after those phases have been down 3, sweep, poke, going for the toes. Where's the fan going? Not coming back. Got hit out of it.
Young Monster in for pressure again. Grab mounting.
Young was looking to block confirm if that slide was blocked for some pressure after that too. Just keeping the sequence going, and it's off to a huge start. No! Punish.
Oh, you dropped it.
Butterfingers.
That could have turned out bad.
Does it to Young Monster. They got scrambly. They definitely got scrambly at the end of that game right there, but Young Monster does tie it up.
Get ready to
Young Monster making a crazy comeback.
Game number 5 and a potential reverse 3-0. We have seen one of those in the qualifier, in the finales. Today, I want to say that VGY was able to pull off a reverse 3-0 earlier today in the EU side of things. Will we see another here in NA? Time will tell.
Yeah, that's right.
Except this next one. All the brackets today have been incredible.
When VGY did that, it was on a character switch.
It's almost over.
Switched over to
Next one is the finals.
Yeah.
and made
He's
it work.
had some
but
of the
this is not.
craziest character switches in the game. Who switches to Omni-Man in Grand Finals and wins reverse 3-0 as well?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. But this is not a character switch. This is just adapting mid-set.
These are just two gamers gaming.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, saw it on reaction. Oh, up in the sky. Getting knocked down into big damage. Into setup.
Ooh, what? He's definitely setting up some nasty right there. Maybe a throw combo set up into the bomb. Or maybe it's supposed to combo into the bomb.
Oh,
Not gonna matter.
Tricky. Young Monster's trying to bring out some tricks here in the final game. I just realized it's Katana Movado. Didn't even notice. I was like, how is it the Young Monster just down forward Movado? That's his dude, but no, it's
Definitely dude.
Katana
No,
Movado now.
it's a battle of the edgelords here.
Yeah. It's the ropes battle. Finds the grab. And considering how important Tremor was to the playstyle that he went with before, yeah, I'm really curious what it is that Movado does for him. Maybe it just chases down in just this way.
And that pull is going to be just a great check for Young Monster to always be
Yeah.
considering. Full screen, you can't do those jump back phases as consistently.
That's
or as
right. That
often.
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, if you see Young Monster holding on to phase, yeah, you
There it
can
is.
shut it down right away. There you go.
Immediately close
Yeah,
the gap
great
as
call.
well. Any character that you find yourself struggling against something full screen with, the Movado pull alone can change matchups for you. Just to give them a threat to think about, that's a huge knockdown in front of you, a great hit advantage, and right up in your face. Called out, Young Monster just going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was the one that you could check. So really good defense by Retro.
Yeah, that was solid defense.
Waited until it was not a plus frame. Stab. Dashing forward. Here's that movement I was talking about. In and out. Trying to move ever so forward. It's got Movado again. Instantly, Young Monster. Not doing quite as many of the teleport phases.
I'm pretty sure like Sonic Fox is in the finals on this one. I don't know who he's gonna be going against, but whatever it is, somebody's gonna deal with somebody ASAP, bro. Like, cause we only got like 15 more minutes.
Young,
Let's see it.
not breaking. Sure, certainly have to.
Ooh, he broke it. I don't know if he's gonna go Retro or Young Monster. I know he already beat Young
You
Monster.
gotta be careful right there. Range where favorable
Okay.
can be reactionary, but now there's no health for Retro. Goes for the grab. Gets a combo.
What? Can he kill?
Is there enough to go with a fatal blow?
Kill?
Yes. The scaling off of this though.
Ooh, it's gonna kill though. It's gonna kill.
Surely enough. Surely
Yeah,
enough.
it's gonna kill.
950.
Got
Yeah, it's
it,
definitely
got
gonna
it,
kill.
got it, got it.
We're going down to the final round, folks.
It's crazy that it was barely though.
Wow, that was a crazy comeback. That scaling was insane though.
2-2. Adaptation by Retro in this game has also adapted. That switch of Cameo definitely making a big impact. Not making it easy on Young Monster up close. Out of Cameo.
Great time to call it out there by Retro on the down one. Watching the long hold of Young Monster on the purple. Not enough time for the Movado recovery to get a forward throw there. Unfortunate. Jade Young Monster some space because of the pushback, and now he's out.
Ooh,
That big health lead, but just like that, a straight hit. Positioning against him.
Retro was doing so good, but Youngblood was making a comeback.
Back in to find the hit, and it's those times that zoning makes kind of its most money.
Ooh,
He got him. Oh my
that's gonna do a lot of damage. I don't think it's gonna kill.
Unbreakable down 2 option.
Is that
Into
gonna
one of the
kill?
most damaging fatal blows in the game.
Oh, it's
Oh, can it
over.
be that?
He's
Young
dead.
Monster.
Young Monster won.
3-2, the complete comeback. Down 0-2 all the way back.
Wow, good comeback.
That was one of the craziest
Good
moments
comeback.
for that to occur in a Game 5 final moment.
Down to the very, very final round. We got Kale. He's close, right? He's very close to becoming one of the best that we have. In fact, when
So is this not the finals?
at Texas Showdown,
Because it looks like they're talking about Kale,
said
which
something like, yeah, I can like recognize something like their history.
might not
in
be
a
it.
player.
Might not be the final. It might be more to it.
Quickly going to the next one. You know, I know my mistake.
Losers qualifier. So it's still losers qualifier.
And now he's looking real good here in game number 2.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that first game was very representative of what would end up happening in this. Sometimes you get wrong. That's alright.
Yeah, something happens. Look at the approach there, but was it Hourglass playing hard to get this time around? Works off.
Yes. Takes the moment, poke into big business. Below that again, really trying to open things up.
Ooh.
Open up that pressure.
Oh my god, look at the.
Whoa! Okay, big stolen turn. Into it again. Hourglass is gonna
Oh
hold
my
on to the ball.
gosh.
Another meter building round.
Combo's
for him.
crazy. He's drinking his milk real quick.
Whoa. I told you to put those things away, man. This is a family stream.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Yeah, I'm not sure.
it is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Her shirt is pretty bloody at the moment. Into more pressure.
No.
Oh, yo, man.
Ooh. That was good.
Here he goes. Got a break. Kale, though, still here. Just opening up.
Online
all
Kale
the
is
subs.
wailing on this dude.
Is
That's
this enough? It is.
perfect. Flawless
Wow,
victory with the
Kale.
the brutality.
Man, couple of games from Kale.
Especially in that one. I mean, he lost the first round, and it was a pretty big win by Hourglass in round 1. And yet, once he got to the corner, Kale got to the corner,
Which
that
is
was
how-
it, right? That
which-
was
which-
extremely fast.
Which is how game 1 happened. It was first hit, corner, boom, boom, wham, bam, thank you,
100%.
ma'am. 2-0 lead for Online Kale right now. The prodigal son of Mortal Kombat. Down the hall in his house is his father, watching with immense pride. His
Yeah,
15-year-old.
absolutely.
But if he loses, doesn't get.
I
ice
wonder
cream.
why isn't this the whole stream? I wonder if it like got cut off somehow.
Poor Tony. Man, shout out to Tony. He did a great job.
This is just losers. We still got to do the winners, and then we still got to do like the finals.
Is he
And you also got to do the losers finals
He
too.
he actually might be there.
I would not be surprised. Yeah.
And you want to hear something crazy that I learned about these two? Is that both
Online
father
Kale
and son,
wilding on Hourglass,
Online
bro.
Tony
He ain't even
Starter
he ain't
used a character with a
fight
full
back,
screen
Hourglass. Like that's all I can say is like, Joe, try to fight
taught
back,
his
bro,
son
because like
Online
Homelander is
Kale
not
all
playing with
his
this
personal
girl.
strategies of how he
He's not
uses
playing with this girl.
And Online Kale's main cameo at the time, and most of the time, is Sector with a full screen fatal blow that's really quick. And he showed me footage of his son using it the same way he did like 10 years ago in tournament.
Ooh,
It
nice
was
combo.
awesome.
That's really funny. Yeah. Yeah, as somebody who, and this is true, the first time I played online Tony in tournament, I got triple perfected by him. I'll talk about that in a bit.
Into fatal blow?
Got Kale
Oh,
into the corner.
Oh
Again,
no, he doesn't
step
even need
corner.
to.
Each game.
450 damage.
Nice
That's
scenario for
insane.
Hourglass. He is on match point right now, looking to make Tony proud. But Hourglass of Reign's father himself, one of the other super active fathers in the community. Massive shoutouts. Is always active in the chats. Was at Texas Showdown back-to-back years. It was really awesome to actually get to meet Hourglass's dad, who's super supportive of his son competing in Mortal Kombat.
Wow.
So shouts to the MK dads out there.
In that low, just doing it to try to open things up a little bit, make the opponent at least worried a little bit about blocking low.
Ooh.
Okay, or just maybe
Good
a little
confirm.
finally off the bar. Hourglass in big trouble. Where's he going? Okay, nice, and it was close enough to get the punish. Finally, corner for Hourglass. Oh, and it just.
Good tech.
Man, it did not last long. Kale's defense, not just about offense. but
Yeah,
punish.
Kale is doing his thing. It's over.
He's got Farah. He's got Bar. He's got
It's over.
the game.
Hey, I need the ooh with the brutality.
Kale. Ending it.
Ending
Each
the
time
run.
he got into the corner. That was what it was about.
And that's our defending champion from last year here in the NA West, falling in the year 2025. Online Kale eliminates Hourglass of Reign 3-0. But
This stream here is gonna end, but I'm gonna try to look for the final stream. Depending how long it is, I'll watch it. If it's too long, I don't have the time.
Coming up.
Yep, we got a few in
Let's
the
see.
US as well. So
Yeah.
maybe still a chance.
MK1.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to him. I really enjoy watching Hourglass play, but not gonna happen.
Is it this one? Monster. This is what we just watched. So yeah, this might be it right here.
Oh,
we're getting back into it.
Winners final.
Still got an hour and a half. I don't know if I got enough time for this.
1,000 times. And on the right, rewind, Evo champion.
We'll watch what we can, which probably is gonna be like another 20 minutes maybe.
And a rivalry of a Mortal Kombat age, these two.
And then the rest I'll do on another stream later on tonight.
In our competitive history, online, offline, doesn't matter. And they have, again, going back to about 9 years ago.
How do you fight against that, dog?
Rewind started making some really big.
If anybody can beat Sonic Fox, it would probably be Rewind. I know they fight each other a lot. They train against each other. But we'll see. We'll see if even Rewind could deal with this this madness.
Flawless victory is Sonic Fox here, just like Kale, back-to-back match.
Okie doke. All right.
Yep.
Hello. Yeah, I mean, they know each other well. Obviously, these are two
Welcome.
buddies, training partners, played a million times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they just said it. Training partners.
Quote, he's confident. Like, I'm confident in my path as long as I play to the level I know I can. And that was somebody who...
Yeah, if anybody could beat Sonic Fox, it would be Rewind. Because, they train together. They know each other very well. I think they're friends in real life. So.
Is this a double flawless? Meter, drain. 3 RPGs in the arsenal. For Sonic, still in the bottom left, nowhere to escape.
Still stuck. The jump, and he's right. And instantly Fox is out.
Double flawless avoided, though. That surely is going to give some kind of mental edge to Rewind here. It's like, yes!
Well, he's very capable of taking this whole thing now with Sonic Fox with no bar. You tech that? Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, almost got
and instantly into what Fox needed.
Ultimate swinger right there, just unfortunately not going Rewind's way on the second.
Boy, Sonic Fox, man. His man ain't no joke, dog. This man is no joke.
Whether it be the checks of the movement from Retro, if you remember, with the 1-2s moving forward, and then even there, waking up with it so many times in that last match. There too, been a great string for him. Sonic looking strong.
Yeah, things could have gone pretty differently at one point, though. There was that big whiff. I think it might have been forward 2 that we saw from Fox. Whichever 2 the overhead is. And then we saw Ermac try to get the whiff punish with his own back 2, and he committed, and then he whiffed. If that had been like a little bit closer either way, maybe a very different story, because that started things off and never really left. By the way, these are cool outfits.
They are. Winner looking for the extra cushion. Been on the winner's side of grand finals in this. Being guaranteed top 3, being guaranteed top 4 does not matter here. Win, take all.
All right, I had a chance to go look back. Oh,
no.
Maybe I'll talk about it later. We'll talk about that setup that he did. That's pretty meaty. Right now, though, it's Fox.
So much damage left on the table. Fox giving an inch, taking 17 miles with it. Nowhere to go.
Jump as defensive answer has come a few times here from Rewind.
Save them just in the awkwardness that happens on it being an anti-air situation versus a grounded hit situation.
Rewind's trying to challenge with stand ones, which kind of makes sense. He's looking for the blocks, but Sonic Fox has consistently buttons out. Will he here? Rewind find the hit?
Unfortunately, the buttons of Ermac there not catching him stray enough on the second hit. Whiffing. So many problems some characters have if they put out like a 1-2 or something in the second hit. If the stand 1 anti-airs doesn't hit high enough to convert. Ermac falling for it right there. Sonic, another round on the board. Because of it. Safe! But checking the spaces, Rewind perfectly.
Hey! Rewind. Connection. Jan it out. So the setup was that he does the whole business, and then he has Janet do a low, and meanwhile he's falling down as Ermac, and then he does the air float. And maybe he'll do an overhead or not. Oh, but Sonic Fox is just out of there. But you can see what I was talking about, right? Like he's falling down with the overhead and the low Janet.
Yeah, it's the first person to call it out so far in the tournament tonight. Sonic, watching this event, saw it and went, I'm just going to maybe even labbed it or checked it, challenged it, armor being the answer.
So Serena got hit. Not going to be able to break. Ton of damage. Still alive.
Whoa, the overcommitment of Rewind. That works? Yes!
Nice. Okay.
Into the victory. What could have been right there, I wonder if in that Gento setup, if you can get a timing to where you're coming down with the neutral punch and something from Janet that can break armor, you know, and that there's just layers there that even these two might be at. And we're not because we haven't seen it too much.
I'm sure they've played a million times in this match. You know, I don't think that there's going to be, like, new info. I mean, maybe, because Fox is always coming up with stuff. They're definitely one of the best, most inventive players that any scene has in fighting games. So I wouldn't be, I guess, super surprised, but yeah, you know, I'm expecting Rewind to have an idea of what to do, and you can see that he's very close to making it work.
Indeed, I was actually going to say, most of the meta that I run into in Combat League is the latest Sonic Fox video. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, you saw a million Cyrex arenas starting like 3 weeks ago. Or
Ghostface,
whenever that was.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Ooh, Rewind. I don't know what kind of mental thought process was behind jumping in the EX lift, but maybe thought Sonic was going to disrespect. I have seen some people take different risks of doing jump-ins into something fast enough to take away a gap. I think people would press, but high risk on that decision, and it has led to all this nastiness. I got hit.
Punish that Rewind wanted in game one. This time it worked. Oh. Very interesting to know that Rewind would land until the grab came. Fox here. Still stuck. Flawless at least. Negating the chip. The rest, I just didn't believe in it. I really like Sonic Fox's movement. It's getting outside of that back two and straight consistently, and then on whiff punish to go to match point.
Just with Sonic's movement alone is what looks to be so hard to hit. Luckily caught some massive negativity there in the bomb whiff. And we're back in a Gento setup. No! Is going to deny the prophecy. Let's see what kind of situation we're going to see with how he was going to end that route this time around with Sonic Fox not having any meter. Instead, just a clean pick up here, and look at it. Rewind finally gets some offense going. We're in the corner. But drop the ender. Still able to have some advantage, though, luckily. Don't see that every day.
Let's get out of the corner at least. Into pressure. A little bit. Just gets got by Sonic Fox. Looking for the highs. And they were right.
And it's time to play a game.
Okay, this was correct. And instantly, it's Sonic Fox back.
Every time he tries to get out, Sonic pulls him back in, David. Is he going to get the second bar? No. It's really set up, but Rewind once more trying to go to the skies to escape, and Sonic denies it with an anti-air missile of a button. That was really one of the biggest stories of Rewind's.
Mentioning like going into puddle underneath her phasing stuff, maybe shooting her from far. Oh, we'll see. Starting things out with the grab. We got Movado, of course. Classic team, great pairing. If you're gonna have a bunch of unsafe mix-ups, you might as well do stuff that is gonna lead into a lot of damage from every hit. This is the team that really maximizes that. You can try it. Nice little duck though. Movado, you gotta, yep, you have to be very
good.
patient.
Not committing to something right there.
That was such a cool conversion. I almost regret that there was a breaker there. Like I wanted to know what else was gonna happen.
Young guys had some absolutely firework displays of some of these conversions that Osh was capable of, but Online Kill is gonna, I think, erase it with a simple pickup to fatal here. close.
Yeah.
Gonna give her the pipe. And it is!
Yes.
4:56 later and a shot at the title for Kale.
Mm-hmm. Coming in at the big heavyweight class. I think that was the wrong Movado. I don't think that's what he was looking for there. It's gonna be a while until Movado's ready to be called. See him paying patiently in the meantime.
Ooh, not close enough for the punish. That stand for barely whiffed. No full combo from Monster though, and Kale's making him pay the iron price for it.
Call out!
Oh.
Kale chasing him coast to coast!
The pressure, relentless right now.
And
Like,
Kale
boy,
gets to
you
hang
need
out
to
and be
come to
patient.
me. And I wonder if that low spike, since it travels far forward the entire time with multi-hits, if that's going to be really good at stopping the approaches with those phases of Ashra. And this is a lot of damage.
Absolutely. Always is with that Ashra. Comes in.
This is divine retribution.
End up above 500. More than half life for both of these teams.
Oh! Into an unsafety and a
Safe.
evisceration. Down to brutal.
T1000 win.
Kale's switch looking strong so far. Wow. Doing something that we saw so much in NA East, which was pretty much a giant ad for T1000. But you see what the character can take away from opponents in the ability to play their game. He can hit you, leave you restanding. He can hit you and put you in a situation that where you can't armor. You have to block Movado slide, OTG into a fun hard to block situation, right back into it again. It's a looping, forced guess that takes game plans away, and it's looking like it's a successful plan from Kale here so far.
It's definitely effective, but you definitely also have to be guessing right as the T1000 player. If not, you're gonna get got.
Oh yes, and Asha's gonna hit you. She's gonna chin check you.
Yeah.
If you mess up. Case in point.
Yep, starting it off well. Applying a bunch of hits. But
Playing for the future too, but he's from the future, David. You see what you're gonna do with those purple hoops. And pulling a trick out of the Tweety page book from East there, that jumping into the goop is catching a lot of people off guard. And Young, can he get out?
no, he's going. Oh,
Young probably
Still
thought the string was
stuck.
over, but the man's still
looking for up
swinging.
block.
He's still
Got him on the overhead. Ah, he felt he needed something else. I'm sure he's right. It wasn't gonna kill. He wanted one more mix-up, but Kale was ready. Punish. No?
And I like that covered it even on block right there. If you were to micro duck, to grabbing that string, the bottom mine's going to be there. A lot of characters can do those kind of tricky things with the mine. It's expensive.
Yeah.
So, more purple. Purple haze.
Chases. Tails in. Movado 1. Ooh. Okay, beautiful. Okay, this is big damage if he wants. If he wants. 412 already. Tails out. He's got a chase. Is that fast enough?
It was right there.
Man, John Connor barely got away in that car right there, I tell you.
Ooh, and so was Ashra not to go into some active frames right there. Felt like he had a stamina or something out there. Punish. Are we quite at the corner? Not yet. But he caught the startup of it, and when she's holding the charge, she is susceptible to simply being hit. We've seen it just a couple of times tonight. You guys said no Movado. Can't take away the wake up, but it's not going to matter at all. Young is just going to fall victim here again to this on the scene of the crime. Never mind. He took you over.
Win.
And now he's about to go. I don't know.
I don't know.
What can you do as Ashra? I don't even know. Go demon hunt?
Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But wow, a shockingly different matchup than we saw on the winner's side when they met, where Young Monster
True.
looked unfazed by, what was it, the Homelander that came from Kale earlier. This time, T1000 up on a Sunday afternoon, looking to get some vengeance.
Okay, so to Sector now. That's the intended adaptation. More zoning. That's the idea.
Can do it.
It's a pick we've seen a few times. People going to, as an answer for this T1000, utter and complete keep away.
But I do feel like T1000 has some pretty strong movement options in a matchup like this. Personally, I don't know. I guess we'll see if it even comes up. Right now, it's up close pressure. Mix-ups already. It's to the corner already. Yeah.
Double overhead.
Oh, drop!
Watched a little too high. Good conversion there by Young, who knew the side switch combo with the rocket. Didn't know where to go.
Oh,
nasty.
how ready was Kale right there for that movement?
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, it's not enough, but even Chip's gonna be a big deal here.
What a route.
Yeah. Match point.
Looking to lock him up. T1000 eats an air missile though, and that was a gorgeous side switch. Young, he micro moved forward with a walk versus a dash, like knowing the space immaculately.
Okay. Denying just at the moment when command grab was the idea. And looking for up block yet again. No grab though. His chance. Much more about pressure. This is not actually the zoning that I thought it might be. This is about Young Monster pressuring in the corner. With some really interesting series, by the way. The use of like forward 3 and cancel has been really fun to watch.
He's got some really good fake outs with this team, and yes, that's a great setup of his own. 2 for 2 successfully on that one. Back to the corner because of the Cabalin hooks. The
Big
risk.
moment.
He'll pay for it. Young gets the corner.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, set up.
Oh, this could be crazy.
Yo,
Fake,
big
fake,
stolen turn. Really wants to maintain the corner. No, will he back up voluntarily? Okay. Yeah, that's part of the movement that I feel like is pretty decent in this matchup. His air movement into puddle. Yeah, puddle on the ground. But we'll see if
Recovery
he
there.
can get in.
Young all of a sudden with the lead, and then checks him with the full screen advancement. That's just zoning 101 right there.
Just running away is not going to matter in the end. You have to move forward at some point.
Checking that movement. Equally as crucial. Getting in mind of your opponent and taking away that health bar. And speaking of taking away a health bar, this is close.
950
May not be because of
HP.
950, yes.
I think that's going to be that.
Oh no. Online Kale is going to take it 3-0. That is vengeance from.
And then T1000. So.
And obviously likes
It
what he
is
was
T1000.
seeing and feeling with the T1000 here.
The first of many.
Earth Realm Police on the scene of the crime. I love all the outfits of T1000 in this game.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
That British. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah.
Spiked him. First time we got the double overhead blocked, but there becomes the mind game of the goop. And how many things you have to think about when he gets to that stage of the layer, David, gets very interesting because you have to check him with a mid, or you have to wait until he's behind you, or do you check him with a quick one while he's still in front of you?
Yep,
How much
just a
distance
mix.
has passed? Does he instantly spike?
Right, exactly.
The layers. They're dominating round again.
And into the corner. Kale killing it in the corner, actually, too. As Homelander or as T1000.
Yeah, here's where he's
Some
made
change.
his opponents their new home.
That makes up 4-3, 4, etc., etc. A couple of different cancel points into ticks, into low or overhead.
Oh, and once you pop, the fun doesn't stop. That was an input error, I'm guessing.
Absolutely, yeah, I think so.
Or he would have point blank block him. You never know.
You never know. Big whip punish, of course, rewinds out, but man, he's got to get back in there and make it happen. I don't know. Whoa, okay, Mavado. And that is going to be game number 1 online Kale. So that went about as strongly for him as it possibly could have, and he's going to really put a fine point on it. Really make sure that he sees the point. Trying to be incisive, you know? Cut right through all the bad business and just make sure that he knows what rewinds capable of.
Game 1 fatal.
Really just see it through, you know? Game 1 fatal. So what's the choice now for Rewind?
He has a lot of characters.
He does.
Well, there's some that are talked about as being a potential answer to T1000 in the form of like a general or maybe a Reiko, but you know, what do you do full screen in the rushdown? I don't think that Rewind has been using Reiko since the patch. I think he doesn't like that kind of new archetype of him.
Aren't a threat.
And he's gonna stick it out with Duramac.
Yeah, pretty different character options now. So yeah, okay, so sticking with Duramac makes sense. And already into the corner already. Knocking the broom off of the floor.
Oh no.
What are they gonna sweep with? Look at all these cool designs that they put into the sand. You guys are just walking all over it. Command grab. Again, that very dangerous mix-up out of the string.
Yeah, and that 4-3 string, 2 overheads exist in it, ladies and gentlemen. Which means that behind those 2 overheads, the low mix is threatening twice. Now, off of both of those double mix-ups, at any point, he can also command grab. And that is where the lethality of this character's mix truly comes from and is based around. And there it is, the 4-3 string. Is it command grab? No, just let it rip and
yeah, it is unsafe, so you want to have something that makes you safe. But Rewind is still stuck there.
Most of use that really interesting overhead of T1000s with the double hit. That's chargeable. Great usage of it so far from Kale, but that was some beautiful space in my Rewind. Knew the punch was going to be there, and now we get a huge cash out. Is it the setup?
Is it the setup?
Or is it
again that setup where he has Janet go low and he's floating up, or does the overhead attack right away from this guy?
A drop, it looked like he was going for damage. It's about 600.
Pretty
Not
good.
Gonna matter. That's going to be the round.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good if you drop your combo to 585.
Yeah.
Not a bad day at the office. Great trade there.
That mine was for safety just in case he had gotten blocked on him. And Kale staying away, waiting until Movato's back.
And as you see there, mine doesn't have the craziest cooldown. Movato's already back to the usage, which means command grabs launching.
Hey. Rewind in, trying to move anyway. Looking for some commitment by Kale. Oh boy, not a lot of characters can get big normals like that to chase down Nurmak from that range, but there it is. Block on the low, man, shout outs. Blocking right. Again! Interrupting, Kale. Plenty of meter, plenty of Movado to go up 2 games to 0.
Plenty of Movado, plenty of Bravado as well. 2-0.
Yeah, I don't think Kale lacks for Bravado, for sure.
He wants the run back with Sonic that has been on his mind, I think, every waking moment of every hour of every day. Even when he has to go to school, he's thinking about the run back with Sonic Fox.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah.
Probably right, indeed. You know, he gets home, does a little bit of homework, and he does homework in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
At least I hope so. Tony.
Oh, yeah. I bet, yeah.
He better be doing his homework.
He better, I'm sure.
And stay in school.
Yep,
But
100%.
Also, look at him at 15 years old and the opportunities here in Mortal Kombat has been awesome to see as well. Just watching a FGC household continue into the new age.
No
It's beautiful.
Reiko, no Shao. He's got to run it on Ermac now. Got to get 3 in a row as this character. And it starts off in much the same way that it has. With Kale getting the hit and getting the corner within 10 seconds yet again. Well, a slight drop from him.
A drop, but the damage has certainly been done, and no. Everyone else in that situation has held onto their meter, Rewind, unafraid in an 0-2 situation. To say, I am unafraid, young man.
Oh, dude, that stand 2 is actually really useful in a matchup like this. Yeah, in that situation. Far fast poke. Not poke.
And online
Far
Kill
fast
working on his
starter.
third 3-0 in a row. on this loser's run against some of the best in this entire competition. Activating a little bit of what we know from, comparing Online Kel to Fox and how he was at the age. We're seeing a little bit of Fox factor here in loser side from him.
True. Oh, he held on to that thing the whole time. Into the Janet, always a lot of damage, whether it's forward throw or back throw with this team. Looking for a commitment. And when he happened to try it again, well, okay, Kale didn't get the combo he wanted, surely. Got the corner now. Waiting for Movado, maybe? I don't know, but Rewind's there first.
Such a gorgeous proximity OS there, too. Only got him because the advancement of the 4-3. And because of that, Rewind finally has a round.
Maybe something to build on here.
If you can get a round, you can get a game. If it bleeds, you can kill it.
Well, what if it didn't bleed?
Oh, wait. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, no. Throw it in the lava. Throw it in the lava.
yeah. Actually, there is lava at this. There's lava. There's at least hot fire that's hot enough that Havoc's face has never recovered. You see what that man can recover from.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Online Kale in here, into the corner.
Just
big pressure.
One hit now. A breaker will be there for Rewind. But I think a single hit, he can survive. Will Online Kale take us on a journey, and he will all the way to grand finals for this young man. 3-0.
Sonic Fox. Rewind's been at that age. We have had a bunch of players in our scene who have been that teenage killer who over the years show up big time. And here it is. It's that former teenager, Sonic Fox, now in their 20s, one of the best fighting game players of all time, absolutely in any scene, and Online Kale on the other side, maybe on that same path. Do not be surprised if he's on that same path here in Grand Final.
And I gotta tell you real quick, I said the same thing myself personally, David, to a player back in 2016 as well, who I thought was utterly carried by a character named Tarkatan Alien. I thought that once that character was nerfed, we'd never see him ever again, and his name was Tweety, and he just won the last tournament moments ago, NA East. I told him to his face he was never going to be good once Alien got nerfed, and I was proven wrong 700 times over. Here we are.
That's how it goes, man. Here we are in Grand Finals. I mentioned that they played this long set against each other, and I watched it, and it was something like 35-15 in favor of Fox. But even that, if you're at the age of Kale, that a couple weeks ago, that's like a long time in your life. He told me he's been playing for a year and a half. Let me tell you, I haven't said half a year in forever. Half a year in my age is irrelevant. Doesn't matter as a length of time. But for somebody as young as him, that really matters. It really is. So I'm looking for him to have made some changes in the meantime.
It's like a hyperbolic time chamber in their own mind where they can do in 8 hours what takes us 800 sometimes. Oh, the range.
Yeah, the big two. Before that, waiting for the bomb, even though he had a chance to get pressure, but he's aware enough to just hang out.
Kale off to a huge start here. Spacing. Superb, watching that back two whip, and then the perfectly timed forward dash, because that is not easy to do, because you could go into the active frames of the back two to get the punish. Kel getting sent back to the corner. Yeet. Time to guess yourself, kid.
Yeah. And let's see what the defense is. It's not just about offense. You got to have the good D. Obviously very difficult to do against this character and player. Use Movado! Oh!
One of the great answers to the Cyrax Casino is the Movado mine. It will go out there and at least make her have to, again, think in some of these pressure situations and mom situations.
Didn't have Movado recall because of that mine. It takes a full cameo. He's there? No, not in time.
But not enough hit advantage.
Well, Fox was hoping that that bomb would explode a little bit earlier, I guess. Yeah, and Movado's ready! And Kale will be one mix-up away.
Oh, he actually had a second Movado, but wanted to take away the wake-up. Smart. And that advancement of the string, the presence and awareness around the bombs. With the single uses of movement have been incredible. Sonic staying alive, though, on the hunt.
Oh, they are both so worried.
Missing spike.
Jumping away. Kale's defense 10 on the clock. Can he survive this? 7 on the clock. No, back one to start it off. And with Fatal Blow, yeah, which will freeze the timer, Fox will stay in this game. Wow.
Wasn't sure if Serena would be on cooldown post daggers, but sure enough, Sonic knowing it on command with 3 seconds left.
Was really the only solution that Fox had was to find some very quick route into Fatal Blow.
As if it was Manifest Destiny. Give me the hit again. Drain the meter.
Again, let's see the defense. It was Movado Mine last time. Movado Mine!
Again. Saving
And
him.
the bounce! Kill. Fox immediately taking their turn, not waiting to see whether there's grab at the end of that or not. Overhead.
Serena catching the normal means that back two was coming in hot and ready. And Sonic. Game breaker? No! Denied completely, and it's 1-0. 2 games away from a Sonic Fox victory and a secured final combat position. In theory, I don't think it'd be the case, just knowing Sonic. But Sonic could, if they win this tournament, just sit at home for the rest of the pro competition.
You're right. I think you're also probably right that doesn't
won't
seem
be the
like
case,
Sonic
yeah.
Fox, but
That doesn't really seem like Sonic, but just saying,
But you're right.
That could be the case, or if Sonic wanted to. But likely we'll see Sonic at some of the big ones like Evo, and I'm sure a bunch more. And I think Sonic even said that Sonic's really been liking this patch and has wanted to travel to all the tournaments anyway, no matter
I saw
what.
them say that as well. Yeah.
Justification is
So
there
back to the same
for
team.
genocide.
I thought it was good. I mean, after all, if you think back to the second round, Kale was literally 3 seconds away from having taken that first game. So sticking with this makes a lot of sense.
And I'm wondering if there's something that Kale has been saving for this moment. He's like, I'm only breaking it out when I'm playing for Final Combat.
I actually am curious about that too. Something I was going to bring up too. I wonder if part of the reason that he went with this against Rewind was to start getting
Get ready for this.
yeah, exactly. Start warming it up. Here he is. Oh, regular grab or raw grab, I should say. You rarely see. He didn't even have Movado to call.
Unhand me.
The one tech.
This is some great zoning from Sonic Fox with bombs alone. Okay, it's gonna negate their activation. Big hit
There's
for
that
Kale.
really big range right there where you can't feel comfortable about throwing bombs in this match. Oh, nice work. Because in that range, and we've often seen this already, Kale could just do the low stab.
There's a mine.
His defense is so huge! The reason he's in this thing in a way that so few other players have been is his defense. It's not just his offense. Yeah, that's great. So is everybody else's. It's his defense, man.
You almost summoned it right there. An up block out of nowhere, taking round 1 of the second game. Both sides of the field look so strong. When you're top 10 in offense and defense, you got a pretty good team. So he plays around these bombs, tried to start up a low spike right there. Instead, he got spiked. Another goop.
And blocked in time, too.
Just in case that armor went blocked right there. Whee! No block to pick up, though.
Yeah, still on cooldown. Okay. Fox taking a turn in a key moment. Would have been Kale to start things off, to mount pressure, to get out of the corner. But again, his defense is just killer. Everybody else has had such trouble with these Cyrax setups. He's got to bring it out again. We got to see defense it again. Or not.
Sonic giving a
Is he
rare
in
gift.
time?
No, it was the single shot. If it was a double, I think we would have had a match. I was on the hunt. I'm scared.
And the jump comes out. Sonic Fox first time neutral jumping over command grab.
Final round. Fight.
Fox forward, out of it, very confident neutral.
Like that Cyrax turns this from a fighting game into a platformer.
Again, you just
Real
can't
quick.
comfortably throw bombs there. Oh.
Need a
No
toss.
Movado?
No Movado. Very interesting. I wonder if it was for a maybe a little American reset, dare I say?
No big pickup. Here it is, though. The confirm will surely come, and Kale's out. Auto. He wants grab, the not breakable stuff. He won't call him Movado. He wants pressure.
Also breakable as well. Shoto throw. Didn't want to overcommit, and does there. That would have at least given Sonic Fox an opportunity to mix, but Kale will instead tie us up at a game apiece.
I feel like he was going for a brutal there. It didn't work out. But, yeah, dude, I love the solutions that we've seen from Kale. Defensively, in my mind, that's the biggest standout. That's been huge. That he's been able to escape these situations that have been so deadly for everybody else, that have kept him alive, that have gotten him out, that have given him another chance at offense. Yes, his offense is also really good. The mix-ups are great. And he wouldn't have survived if not for that defense.
What I feel like feeds his offense and his defense, especially his defense. I've only gotten to play that young man once, and it was at Texas Showdown. It was for quite a bit, and I'd been looking forward to that for a very long time, and I was so impressed with his knowledge and how quickly he accesses it in his brain. That's what truly mesmerized me is how actively he can access the knowledge and then just work around it in real time. In every matchup, in every character's tools and options, he's so knowledgeable on the situations to be able to adapt.
Got another chance. Nothing. Oh, block! And now he's got the pressure. Very quick turnaround. No Movado to call quite yet. And he takes the big risk up close, where in corner you do get stuff.
And that's what you can be looking at when you're fighting T1000 and he's pressuring you without Movado. You're like, okay, Low's not a threat in the corner. Just kidding. Keep guessing.
Grab again. Sonic's only jumped out of one. You gotta make a tough read. Got him again!
The raw spike. Another round? No, not yet. For the overhead.
Fox looking for the overhead there, and that allowed Fox to get out of the corner. Yeah, key moment there where Kale had committed to up block, looking for the overhead ender of that string, that allowed Fox to teleport while T1000 was looking up to the sky.
It's a pretty crazy scaling for just a stand button and the fatal right there, too.
Pretty good.
Oh, pretty good. Hello.
Yeah. Okay, all this out of a rando hit.
Random down one into full combo. That's Mortal Kombat. That's as MK9 as it gets. Big conversion once more, and we're working on a steamroll. Went for the dome.
Fox not even bothering with the breaker here.
And after the headshot, it's a final round.
Final round. Fight.
You see that? Even Sonic, unafraid to just say, all right, you got it.
This time didn't even think about you. Up block, it was right into pressure. So we're seeing very quick on the draw adaptations here from Kale. He's gone for the ender on that string every time until right there. Fox again holding onto the bar. Oh boy, it was close.
Oh, great reset.
Big read!
To move forward, and this is it. Online Kale has two Movados. Be close for the kill for the setup. Instead, doesn't do the slide. Instead, saving. And does the same exact risk to win games. That was this deja vu all over again, where if that gets blocked, Sonic could sequence him to death, I feel like. That is insane. Back-to-back high-risk, high-reward situations going in his favor.
Yeah, I just want to, again, make clear to everybody, that is a big risk to take, as you're saying. But, don't think of this as being that, Kale doesn't need to take risks. He is taking risks here. He's right a lot. And now, again, it's a good set of mix-ups. I don't want to underplay it, but nevertheless, you do take risks.
Serena. Movado. The Chaos.
So, still in this, though, on both sides.
Survival.
And not even going to be over, of course, if this set goes to Kale. We're going to have a second set if that is what happens.
Yes, we will. That cushion we talked about earlier. Sonic Fox still in winners. That's why the L is next to Online Kill's name. He's in the loser side. He has to put Sonic Fox in losers first, and then try to eliminate them. Everyone gets 2 lives here. And Kale could not ask the Elder Gods for a better start here.
Son of online Tony. Hey, finally guessing right is Sonic Fox.
And let's see
Into
what
their
one,
pressure now.
let's see what one right guess leads to.
That's the question. Leads to loss of meter. Leads to pressure. Leads to Movado, but wow. Jump
First
just
time
the right
nine.
moment, and it's a big turn of the tables. No Movado call, but still it's good damage. No confirm. Oh, Sonic Fox so consistent on that with the confirm into goop, and there, no,
second.
it was into the overhead, and that is reset point. Kale, would Kale reset on Fox? It's close.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to look too far into the future, but we could be witnessing already the start of what could be an incredible rivalry in Mortal Kombat 1 and potentially anything moving forward. This is awesome.
No doubt. Kale setting the table for the reset. Close on this. There's the escape. And into the low. He misses though. No up block this time. Oh my god. If Fox's idea was to bait the up block and get something like a grab, that's not what came. It was Kale getting ahead of that, reading ahead of that, resetting against Sonic Fox. 3 games to 1. The instant adaptation, the instant understanding of what somebody like Fox, that highest level, would do. Wow. That is incredible play right there by Online Kale.
The last
reset.
15 games,
Wow.
sorry, the last 16 games that Kale has played in this tournament, he's won 15.
T1000
And remind me who he's played against?
Serena.
From losers round 1, Online Kale 3-0 over King Gambler, 3-0 over Hourglass of Rain, 3-0 over Young Monster, 3-0 over Rewind, and has now reset the bracket 3-1 against Sonic Fox.
Fight.
That is a monumental run, no matter how this ends.
For sure. Okay, sick walk forward, anti-air. Fox gets to start things pretty early, relatively speaking. This time too early on the grab. Nah, the Buki forward medium kick not working out.
Flaws blocking the advantage string. Sonic Fox is right there. Kale already putting Fox to the corners where all of his victims fall him prey, but Sonic returns the sender.
Yeah, really quick understanding by Fox. When there haven't been Movados to call, Kale backs off and waits for them to come back. So Fox is looking for that backwards walk, and they were right.
The mine still converted? Unbelievable.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, block. There's a bomb, though.
Nice forward movement.
Ooh, just as he was coming up.
He decided to surface for air at the wrong time. Looking for him to react. Looks like there's Kale.
Yeah, he's really trying to hold on to that, like, 2/3-ish range. Oh, late on the goop.
Which is that max distance spike range.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo! That's been really hard for people to react to and punish tonight. Wasn't even ready for the commitment. Fox. Getting the sequence going. We see nobody. He missed the input right there. Instant jump to the corner. Or maybe trying to make an early read.
Maybe try to get away from mine. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was.
Uh-oh.
But Fox still in a great position. Still here in the corner.
Sonic Fox took his first fight.
One more meaty setup. It's mine, and Fox has to block. Fox instantly had to respect.
And even at worst, you know, forcing that one block, like, resets kind of the position where you're not in an immediate guess situation.
But this does mean that for a little while now, Movado's not going to be there. Oh, okay, so Fox.
Sonic Fox is winning.
Understanding of what was
Yeah,
likely
that was-
to come right there.
That was crazy to kind of go for the sweep and the liquid metal going right onto it. Very smart stuff. The Fox.
Level 386 on his account. He's been playing a little bit of MK.
How? How the scaling gets crazy after like 70.
Right.
After like 70.
Good work.
You guys are crazy. It's a reset bracket. It's 1-0 in Sonic Fox's favor in this wonderful event that has been NA West.
Sonic Fox is doing this thing. Online Kale has been doing this good thing, but this is where Sonic Fox strives, bro. These clutch games. This is where Sonic Fox thrives. Let's see if Online Kale can keep it up, man. He's been playing good this whole time. Let's see if he can keep it up.
About a month. So I don't know the exact date in my mind. I know it's shortly after Brazil next week. Go for a ride? Yes.
And again, that was the moment just before this where Kale was waiting there for Mavado to come back until he had him. Wants to make all those mixers count. Fox is out. Bomb! Okay. Yeah! Wow, sick. What an interruption. What a little challenge from Kale. To bring out standing string. A lot of people would panic and
He's on his game, dude. He beat the hell out of Sonic Fox just now.
Well, man, Serena's out, so wasn't going to be a lot of damage out of the back one. Oh,
Ooh.
cancel his
Overhead.
Kale is doing a good job taking certain risks that is really paying off for him.
That's something that you say to yourself.
But he's earning it because he's not doing it very often. He's doing it so sparingly that like Sonic Fox isn't expecting it.
Safe on block with a -8 on the back two. Unhand me.
That it's not going to work as an overhead, right? That works because sometimes the opponent's pressing a button or it's a low crush or whatever, but
Or it's so
Kale's level,
slow that it just.
yeah, right. It's a Buki 4 medium.
Okay. Next hit can kill either person. Next hit kills.
Kind of be in that 2/3 screen range. Dash up command grab. He's
It's over.
got a couple Mavados.
I mean,
It's over. Like I said, next hit kills.
with Sonic Fox.
Let's go. Online Kale tied it up.
I think Sonic Fox read forward dash. It was going to meet that forward dash with an active command grab, which is really high level, and not a lot of people do that. That is very scary. But Kale, unfazed, didn't fall for it. Actually, looked like he baited it with a micro forward dash into nothing, and then the forward dash grab as a response.
It is super high level.
This is a tournament match right here. Or this is a match, guys.
You were right to say earlier that regardless of the result here, this is Kale like announcing that for however long he wants to be playing fighting games, he's going to be one of the best in our scenes.
And it's only just begun at this young age.
15 years old, grew up playing fighting games with his dad, Tony, who of course made Evo Top 8 MK9. This is MK12.
Dang, his dad made Evo Top 8 for MK9.
Let's go, that was sick.
And now his son's in grand finals for MK8. That's what's up, bro. And it's crazy to think like it's that long between MK9 and MK12. Like 3 games later, you're talking 15 years? 15-year difference? 12-year difference? Like it's insane.
Sonic taking punishment there. The single shot of Serena is so fast that the recovery actually saved Sonic a couple times.
Why did
Menacing.
Yeah.
what was that?
The best kick, the best backdoor animation in the game. Look at that thing.
It's so cool. Yeah, she looks great, man.
Okay. Next hit wins.
So usually it's been back one, so I mean, against Cyrax, you
See who's gonna make the big brain move.
usually back one.
Ooh. Oh, okay. The micro duck. Sonic Fox could break it if Online Kale gets a hit.
Time.
Oh, no. He's gonna break.
And that is going to optimally punish that. I'm done. I'm done.
What?
Amazing response.
That was a really good response. That was a really good response. Could he have broken that? I don't think he could have broken that.
About to talk about David is how quickly he recognized the situation in what would optimally. You know what I mean? Insane.
What I love about this match is that it's not just these two extreme mix of characters.
It's getting to the point where even Sonic Fox is switching up his game plan. He's clearly trying to grab more to open him up.
That's like real high level stuff. That it's not
Open
just
up his
about the
defense.
mix-ups, man. Like, you gotta find the mix up first. You gotta find the hit. It is not coming for free, that's for sure.
Good,
None have.
good
Got a command
punish.
right there. Sonic was pressing after the back two. Bombs ahoy.
Underneath the goop. Fox trying to come in. What a moment to read. And the Kale, again, aware
read.
that he couldn't press the button because the bomb would have been there.
Ooh, good read.
Kale.
He knew that Sonic Fox was going to dash in after throwing that bomb.
And again, it's Fox out. Ducking as he needs. Slide.
Open perfectly right now. Uh-oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Breaking.
It's going to be Oki in two.
Ooh, kept himself safe.
On the other side.
He's going to do a lot of damage. Can he kill? Nope.
Not
Oh,
chases
crap.
down.
Online
2-1
Kale
on
taking
Kale.
2-1. Oh, with the brutality. Let's go. He out here showing Sonic Fox he's here for the dog. He here for the chip, bro. Let's go. Let's see how Sonic Fox is going to respond.
Online Kale is a game away.
It was big news 10 years ago that somebody would double eliminate Sonic Fox, as you were talking about, right? We still remember that somebody like Young Monster did that 10 years ago, almost. To do that now, at the age of 15, to qualify for Final Combat in doing so,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that is of the ages. That is announcing, as we've said, that you are here as one of the best players in the scene. You could beat anybody. You could beat the Evo champ. You could beat one of the greatest players of all time in 2 back-to-back sets. Just a couple of weeks after getting stomped by him online. To have made that change so fast, online Kale on defense, in neutral like this, the start again comes in neutral. And then on offense is just killing it.
This match has been so good that I completely forgot just what is at stake, and that is a place at Final Combat, and how huge it would be for online Kale. Sonic still having multiple chances. But for us to see the prodigy there guaranteed would be insane. And what a start to this round. Hold on a second. Has already got the game plan going just to the corner, challenges the teleport perfectly, and then here we go. Command grab.
He putting a hurting on Fox.
Fox is going to aggressively.
Kale is one game away from winning, from beating Sonic Fox.
Kale. Can he keep it together? Big moment for him to qualify or not. Take down Fox in 2 sets straight. Fox out of there right away. Looking for the Serena call again.
Oh, okay, he off to a good start.
His reaction.
He might actually be able to close this.
Fox is there every single time trying to test it out. No, Kale has it. Again on blocks defensively. Fox. Man, backing off. Just hasn't worked out at this range. Navigating the minefield. The literal bomb minefield here is Kale. Over as well. And he's honestly 2 hits away. He tries it. Oh, man, he's getting frisky.
Mixed range, it's a grab, throw combo, and here we go. The full overhead. Some decent damage here off the mine combo. It's what's the setup here. There's no OTG to take out the wake up. And aggression.
Oh, okay.
But
Sonic Fox had to break.
no meter now.
Next hit, online Kale could win.
Kale, 1 hit away. If it's the right one, yes, of course, out of there. While you still have the bar. If he finds the next hit, Aquaman, you know he's moving through.
Oh, Sonic Fox with the hit. This could be critical.
Fox finds it.
Looking to activate that Fox factor with 14 seconds on the clock. Going for the grab.
mine.
And that is
Does he get
unbelievable. Is he going to go with time? No.
That's gonna kill. That's gonna kill. Online, Sonic Fox is back in the game.
Action through the fury and the flames that were on the screen. Sensational.
That's definitely gonna kill.
Both trying it out on the mashing. You can see, is it enough? It is. Sonic Fox still in this thing.
I can't believe
Kale was 1 hit away. Can Fox keep it together? If anybody can, it's Fox.
Yeah, Fox is so good, and when it comes to these like critical moments, bro,
From range
these
here,
clutch moments.
Expecting Kale's reactions in that neutral.
It's
Waited
crazy
until the whiff, and then they throw the bomb. Perfect choice. Setting things up, but all that said, Kale. Check! On reaction yet again. It's the defense time after time that saved him.
There's Sonic having an answer. immediately back, but oh no, the grab moved his hitbox back onto the bomb.
Sonic Fox is changing up.
Oh, the one time
He's
he
adapting.
doesn't do it is when Fox hits the string. Here's Kale now. No Movado.
Oh, he didn't have the Movado.
Can he find 2-3 more hits? Can Fox find it from far away? Setting things up again is the intention.
Ooh.
What a pickup,
go.
Kale. Sonic
Kale's doing a good job with his spacing.
Forced here. Kale.
And now, again. Knew that Sonic Fox was not going to complete the string. Can he find any hit? The low? Can he get it? Kill?
Can he kill with this?
Down Sonic
Can he
Fox,
kill?
sets it
He's gonna
up
kill.
to
Oh, he.
qualify for- No!
Oh, he beat him.
Does
He
have
beat him with the
a
teabag.
kill.
With the teabag and the fatality, bro.
Over Sonic Fox. Sigma's never quit mogging.
With the teabag and the fatal blow to Sonic Fox for the dub, man. Good job, Online Kale, man. He did his thing, bro. That boy is somebody to look out for. Dude, online, he's 386. He's level 386. Sonic Fox is only 206, bro. Like, this goes to show he played this game a lot. He loves this game. This is his game, bro. This is his game. 300, I didn't even peep that. But I stayed back a little longer than I was supposed to.
No doubt.
Unbelievable.
I gotta get up out of here. Gotta head for work. That was actually decent. That was decent. There was some matches that were pretty kind of boring to watch, especially when there was a lot of zoning going on.
That run.
But all in all, there was some good fights. Like Online Kale definitely did his thing. He had some really impressive showings.
Way through all of them, 12
Uh,
in a row. And then
I could see people kind of enjoying this to watch. There were some points in which it was pretty chaotic, where it's like I'm not 100% sure what's happening on screen because it was the chaos and stuff like that. But all in all, it was entertaining. I will say it is more interesting to watch than MK11, but all in all, I think MK11 tournaments were better to watch. It's weird though. It's weird because like obviously you got the combos, you got the freedom of expression and everything happening in MK and MK1, which made it definitely more interesting to watch than MK11. But overall, just the mano-a-mano, one-on-one, footsie-based fighting of MK11, I personally just think it's better. So it's kind of like people who would prefer like watching like Street Fighter over somebody like a Dragon Ball Fighters, because this Dragon Ball Fighters has so much more going on screen, whereas Street Fighter is just mano-a-mano, one-on-one. I mean, so I think that's basically the difference between the MK11 and MK1 situation. Whereas MK1 is going to have more going on stream, it's going to be more interesting to watch. But if you're somebody that prefers the one-on-one kind of gameplay, you're going to actually enjoy MK11 better. But with that being said, I got to get up out of here. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Motivated. Some people let me get them. I know they hate it cause we winning and motivated. Listening and then it with swagger. I'm trying to be with my daughter to hear some bullshit. Not from Chicago, so don't talk to me about bullshit. Niggas in the motherfucking game wanna talk about the swag and the ice and the whips they drive. But a nigga like me getting bread, showing love, so the niggas don't respect my grind. It's going down, chasing the crown. Fox, I'll be